each week, in conjunction with the Ohio Lottery and Partners in Education program, we recognize role model students from all across the state of Ohio. Today we head to Stowe High School, and J.R. Reed, a star not only on the mat, but in the classroom as well. J.R. Reed, our Ohio Lottery Partners in Education Shining Star. J.R. Reed is a two-sport star for the Stowe Bulldogs in both football and wrestling. Last year as a junior, Reed went to states and won a couple of matches at 152. But like any talented wrestler, he's always focused on getting better.
I don't know if there's anything that I'm really good at. I don't know. Maybe I'm pretty good for my feet, I would say. Getting off bottom. It's something I haven't been very good with lately.
He's really put a lot of time into developing himself as an athlete in the weight room. He's grown. I think his freshman year he wrestled 126 pounds. Now he started this year at 175 pounds. So he's grown a lot, and he's put a lot of time into developing that strength and all that kind of stuff. So he's a strong wrestler. He's long. He's able to hit a lot of moves that other people aren't able to because of his length. He's tall. He's got long arms, things like that. But at the same time, he puts a lot of time into it, really, and he just works really hard.
Reed is having a very good senior season as well. He's always looking for that edge. He's approaching 30 wins on the season with just 4 losses.
He's a thinker, and almost to the point where us as coaches try to get him to stop thinking, because he thinks a lot about his matches, and almost he's thinking during his match. Like if something didn't go the way he thought it should go, he's sort of thinking about why that didn't happen. He's very analytical in that way. And so us as coaches are almost like, you've been wrestling for so long, just stop thinking and let your body react, almost kind of thing, you know? So it's really good because he is into learning and trying to develop different skills and learn from his matches. But at the same time, sometimes we get him to try to stop thinking a little bit and just wrestle.
Being cerebral is just the way JR is in pretty much everything he does. In the classroom, Reed is number 1 in his class academically. Next year, he'll head off to college as a junior academically. He's been excelling at college-level classes for a couple of years.
A well-rounded student athlete. I mean, he's one of the best I've ever been in contact with, ever coached. He academically challenges himself. Like I think he told you, he started taking CCP classes when he was a sophomore in high school. I mean, who does that, you know? I mean, he goes out to the college campus as 14, 15-year-old and goes and takes those classes and is confident enough to do that in his academic abilities.
I'm taking a core class at Kent State. I'm taking chemistry, biology, intro to sociology.
JR hasn't decided which college he'll attend, but he knows what he wants to major in: engineering, and likely mechanical engineering.
I've always liked putting things together and stuff like that. Like I was a big Lego kid, stuff like that. It's always and every time I've taken where we took those career tests in some class or whatever, and it's always came back engineering, architecture type, so probably civil engineering or mechanical, more hands-on putting things together.
If you connect the dots, there's some application to his work in the classroom and on the wrestling mat.
You're thinking about how something will work or different aspects of a move or something. If your hand's here, it'll work differently. If your leg's here, it'll work differently. And I think you can think of that same way in engineering. If something's this way, it'll work this way. And it's just different positions will work differently, you know. If you know a student who deserves recognition, we want to hear about them, and you can nominate them completely online. Go to OhioLottery.com. Find the About section. Click on Partners in Education. There you will see links to nomination forms. Nominate that student as an academic all-star, and they could end up being featured as our next shining star.